Hi students, welcome to main lesson 4. In the last lesson, we defined the function, then we have studied the terms associated with function, then one particular type of function which is called real function. Real function means a function f from a set A to another set B is called real function if both A and B are subset of reals. So then it is called real function. Today let us try to study some of the types of real functions. So the topic is types of real functions. The first one is identity function. Identity function. So let us define first. It is very simple function. A function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to x for every x belonging to R is called identity function. Identity function. Sometimes we, instead of writing f, we also write it as ix. It is denoted by I of x. Denoted by I of x. F means I. So, for example, see, f of x equal to x means every element x goes to x only. That means, say, f of 1 if you take, because domain is set of reals, and by definition every element of here should be related to some element here. So 1 is going to 1, then f of 2 if you take it is going to 2, f of 3 it is going to 3, etc. That is the meaning. Every element is going to itself. So now if you want to understand the nature of this function, the best thing is drawing the graph of this function. So it is a visualization of the function. So representation of the function using a diagram. So the procedure is like this. First what you have to do is, see here it is given f is a function from R to R defined by f of x equal to x. Taking this one, you have to prepare a table of values like this. So a few values we have to take. For example, x, here it is f of x. Then let us take a few positive value and a few negative value. Say -2, it is -2. -1, it is -1. 0, it is 0. 1, it is 1. 2, it is 2. So now we can draw the graph of this function like this. Taking the domain along x-axis, that is x along x-axis, and f of x along y-axis. So we can also call this as y equal to f of x. Now what you have to do is first mark the point, say it is 0 origin, then 1, then 2, -1, -2, -2, and here 1, then 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, etc. This side -1, then -2, -3, etc. So we have to plot the point. -2, it is -2. So -2 here. So this is -2, -2. Then here similarly -1 here, and 0, 0. Then 1, 1, and 2, it is 2. So it is actually a line passing through the origin like this. So this is the line passing through the origin. This is f of x equal to x. So this is the first function. Then what is the domain of this function? Domain is because every element here is related to this one. So domain of identity function is R, and range is also R only. Range is also R. Or codomain is same as range. So this is the first function, identity function. Let us continue. The second function is constant function. Constant function. So second type, constant function. So this also, let us take the definition first. A function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to k for x belonging to R and k some constant, some real constant is called constant function. Constant function. See here you have to understand this one. K is some real constant, means this x is a variable. X can take any value, but k is a real constant. For example, I can take k equal to 5. So this is a real constant. K equal to 3, like that. Therefore, example, let us take, say, f of x equal to, say, 3 for x belonging to R. So this is called constant function. Now we can draw the graph of this function so that we can understand what is the nature. So here also, see, since we are beginners, it is always better to draw the table of values, construct the table of values, so that drawing the graph becomes easy. So let us take here f of x equal to 3. So let me prepare a table of values so it is easy to draw the graph. Say this is x, this is f of x. Now let us take some negative value, say minus 2. See, it is 3 only, because the definition says whatever may be the value of x, f is always going to 3 only. So minus 2 is going to 3. If you take minus 1, then also it is 3 only. 0 also 3 only. 1 also 3 only. 2 also 3 only. So when you prepare this table, it is easy to draw the graph. So now let us draw the graph. Say we need minus 2, 2. So 1, 2, 3, etc. This side minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and x is 3. Therefore here 1, 2, 3. So this is 3, 3 here. This is 2. This is 1. Now let us first plot the points. Minus 2 it is 3. Minus 2 it is 3 here. And minus 1 also it is 3. And 0 also it is 3. 1 also it is 3. If you take any point here, it is going to 3 only. That means by joining this line, we get points, we get a line. So this line is parallel to x-axis. It is parallel to x-axis. So this is the constant function. Why it is called constant function? Because whatever may be the value of x, it is going to 3 only. And diagrammatically, see, if you use ray diagram, it is still convincing. Say this is real number line. Let me show like this. This is real line. So 0 to this side, let us take 1, 2, 3. This side minus 1, 2, 3. This is also real line. This is also real line. But say this point is 3. Let us say all the values are going to, so converging. So going to like this. So this is the nature of the function. Of course, we don't draw the graph like this for any real function. This is the way to represent. That is, take x-axis and y-axis, then plot the points using the table of values, then draw the line, a line or curve, whatever it may be. So this is the function. Now the question is, what is the domain of this function? Definitely, domain is R. Domain is R. But what is the range? So all the values are going to 3 means 3 is the only image in the codomain. So range is here 3. If it is k, it is k. If it is 10, it is 10. Like that. It's a only singleton set. So for a constant function, range is a singleton set. So this is the idea. So this is second function, constant function. The third one is polynomial function. In school, you have studied polynomials. The definition of polynomial. Polynomial is also a function actually. It is a real function. So let us first consider polynomial function. Polynomial function. See, for example, if you take, instead of defining first, let me give some example. You take f of x equal to, of course, the moment I write f of x, it is function is from R to R. This is the understanding because we are talking only about real functions. F of x equal to, say, 2x plus 1. This is a polynomial. We have seen that 2x plus 1. Similarly, suppose I take g of x equal to, say, 3x square minus 2x plus 1. This is a polynomial function. Similarly, I can take, say, h of x equal to, say, x cube minus x plus 1. All these are examples of polynomial function. If you remember the meaning of polynomial function, the power of x is the variable here. X is the variable. Power of x must be integer. Two conditions. One is it should not be negative. Second one is it should be integer, positive integer. So this is the thing. For example, if you take f of x equal to, say, root x plus x square, then this is not a polynomial because here it is x power half. Similarly, if you take f of x equal to 1 by x plus x square, this is not polynomial because 1 by x is x power minus 1, which is negative. Therefore, what is the condition is x should be in terms of should be expressed in terms of power, and all the power should be integers, and it should be only positive integers, natural numbers. So this is the meaning which I have already studied. Which let us define this as a function now. So the definition is this: a function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to, this is the general representation, a naught plus a1x plus a2x square etc. an xn. So this is the polynomial function general representation where x belongs to R, real variable. And what about this a naught, a1, a2, etc., an? So a naught, a1, a2, etc., an are real constants. Real constants is called polynomial function. Polynomial function. So this is the definition. Let us first try to understand what do we mean by a naught, a1, etc. Say for example, f of x equal to, I can take, say, 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Normally, when we write the function, we write the power of x in decreasing order. But in the definition, normally we take a naught, a1x, because there is a relation. Here power is 1, here a1. So easy to remember. Power is to a2. Power is n, so an. And here one more condition is that function, I have left this one n belonging to n. So that is also important. N should be a natural number. So this is called polynomial function. So here please add n belonging to n. So f of x, see here for example, this you can write in the increasing order like this: 1 minus 3x plus 2x square. Now you can compare. Here a naught is 1, constant is 1. Then a1 is minus 3. a1 is minus 3, coefficient of the second. a2 is uh, here 2. So this is understanding. Similarly, suppose I have, this is one example. Let us take h of x equal to say 5x square plus 1. So I can write this as, in the increasing order, 1 plus 5x square. So what is a naught here? Definitely a naught is 1. Then what about a1? So x term is not there. Therefore a1 is 0. This is the understanding. Whichever term is not there, that coefficient you have to take as 0. Then a2, here it is 5. So whenever a polynomial function is given, first you write them in the increasing order, then write a naught, a1, etc. Suppose say third example, a k of x equal to say 3x square plus 4x5, suppose. So it's already written in the increasing order. So here, see, constant term itself is not there. Therefore, what I have to do is, a naught here is 0. X term is also not there. Therefore, a1 is also 0. Then a2 is 3. a2 is 3. Then a3 is not there. Cubic term is not there, 0. a4 term is a4 is also 0 because x power 4 is not there. Then a5 is 4. So this is the understanding. Now the important question is, suppose I write f of x equal to say x, because we have already seen this one, identity function. Is it a polynomial function? Yes, because this is a naught here is 0, a1 is 1, and all other values will be 0. That's all, because highest power is x. So identity function is also a polynomial function. One more thing, suppose you take f of x equal to say 10, constant function. Is it a polynomial function? Because is it following this definition? Yes, because here what happens is a naught is 1, sorry, a naught is 10, constant is 10. What about a1 equal to a2 equal to an? All other terms are 0, because here the condition is that they must be real constants. The moment you say real constants, it can be anything, 0 also, including 0. Therefore remember, this is also a polynomial function, this is also a so constant function is also a polynomial function, and identity function is also a polynomial function. This is very important understanding. Now here drawing graph is not always easy with the polynomial functions. So it's not easy. Only a few graphs we can draw, but that is very important. That plays a very important role. So let us take a few examples of polynomial functions and the corresponding graphs. So first example, and domain and codomain and range, it depends on the definition of the polynomial. There is a depending on the particular polynomial. We can't say that domain is this one, range is this. So we have to take the particular example. So let us take, draw the graph of f of x equal to say 2x plus 3, x belonging to R. Of course, this is a polynomial function. Clearly polynomial function. Degree is 1 actually. Of course, those things I did not tell you because you know, you have studied this already. The power of x is called the degree of the polynomial. So now to draw this graph, and also the question thing is, find domain and range. So first let us take the table of values, where let us construct the table. So always when you draw the graph, it is always better to take a few values. Normally 4 or 5 values we should take, so that it is easy to identify the nature of the graph. So let us take for example -1, then 0, 1, 2 and 3. So when it is -1, it is -2 plus 3, 1. When it is 0, it is 3. When it is 1, it is 5. 2, 4, 7, it is 9. So now we have to draw the graph. So x-axis and y. So let us mark here f of x up to 9 we need. X is from -1 to 3, therefore I can take -1 here. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Here maximum I want 9, therefore let me take, this is 5, this is 10. Now we have to plot the points. -1, 1. So -1, it is 1 somewhere here. 1/5 of this one, so here. Then 0, it is 3, so somewhere here. And then 1, it is 5. 1, it is 5. Then 2, it is 7. So definitely it is a straight line like this. Like this. So this is, we have to write here f of x equal to 2x plus 3. So this is the graph of this function. Now what is the domain? So domain we can see, decide like this. For every value x here, it is defined. So domain is entire R. What about the range? So range also, see, graph is very helpful in understanding those things. You see here, this refers to the codomain. Now, always when you draw the graph, remember, x-axis refers the domain and y-axis refers codomain. And here you can see, if you take very large value for x, you get very large value for y also. That means domain is R, and range is also R only. So normally whenever a function is given, you should always think of what is the domain and what is the range. So this is the first example, polynomial function. Let me take one more example of polynomial function. Say f of x equal to x square. So there is also a very interesting graph. So second example is, say, draw the graph of f of x equal to x square, x belonging to R. Find domain and range. Find domain and range. So same thing, let us first draw the table of values. So here it is a second degree polynomial. Power of x is 2, so it is second degree polynomial. So let us take a few values. So I will take x and f of x. So I will take 0. So 0 square is, sorry, here 0. 0 square is 0. I will take 1. 1 square is 1. I will take 2. 2 square is 4. Here also I will take -1, but -1 square is 1 only. -2 square is 4 only. So I have taken 5 values. Now let us draw the graph. So x-axis, origin, y-axis. Now maximum value for f of x is 4, and therefore let me take 1, 2, 3, 4, and negative -2, positive 2, therefore let me take 1 and 2 and minus 1 minus 2. So now I have to plot the point. So 0 it is 0, 1 it is 1, 4 it is 2 it is 4. Yeah. And don't think that it is a straight line, it is a curve actually. So here 1 and 4 here, minus 2 it is 4. So the curve actually comes like this, like this. It is a very smooth curve like this. So it is called parabola. Shape of the curve is called parabola, and we are going to study this parabola in one of the next chapters, that is coming under conics. So this is f of x equal to x square. Now very interesting thing is, what is the domain of this function? Once again, you can take any value x here. So the entire x-axis is domain. For example, you can take 10, it will go to 100. Suppose you take minus 10, it will also go to 100. Suppose you take 1000, it will go to 1000 square. So like that. Suppose you take here minus 3, 9, plus 3 also 9. So it is a symmetric curve, you can see. Exactly y-axis acts as mirror. This side and this side, they are exactly same, congruent diagrams, say figures. So this is y equal to f of x square parabola. What is the domain? Domain is R, no doubt. Domain is R. What is the range actually here? See, this is interesting thing. Range is, even from the table you can see, it cannot take negative value, because negative square is positive only. So range is from 0 to infinity. So this is not R. So range is a subset of codomain. So only, see, that is also revealed here. The values of f of x takes only positive values, that is y-axis. It won't come this side. So this side is not the images. So this is the second example of polynomial function. Now in the next class, let us study some more, but you can try this also. For example, f of x equal to x cube. This also you can take. This is also a polynomial function. This is also polynomial function. Of course, here the difference is this. If you take positive, it is positive. If you take negative, it is negative, because minus 1 cube is minus 1. Minus 2 cube is minus 8. 2 cube is 8. 3 cube is 27. Minus 3 cube is minus 27. So this takes both positive and negative. Therefore, you see, as I told you already, unless you give me the function, I cannot say what is the domain and range. First you have to see what is, and it is not easy for all the polynomial function. So there are different methods of deciding what is say domain and range. But remember, for polynomial function, domain is always R. Domain, there is no change, because you can substitute any value here. So it is well defined. But range depends on the power of x. So this much you can remember. So let me conclude today. I have started with types of real functions, and we have considered, first one is identity function, second one is constant function, the third one is polynomial function. Under that I have taken two examples. One is f of x equal to x, that is also a polynomial function. F of x equal to, for example, 2x plus 3, 2x plus 1, etc. It is a straight line. So linear, that is why it is called linear function. Second one, I have taken f of x equal to x square, which is a parabola. In the next class, let us take cubic function also, f of x equal to x cube. Let us draw the function and get the graph. Then let us also decide what is the domain and range. In the next lesson, let us continue with some more real functions. As before, if you have subscribed to my channel, it is good. Otherwise, please subscribe and share with your friends. Let us meet in the next lesson, ML5. And till then, bye, take care.